Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Elliot Drake, and today what we're going to be talking about is how to get social media marketing clients fast, because that's what everyone wants to know, right? So I'm going to give you today seven different tips that you guys can use to land clients. All right, so tip number one is going to be finding local companies or people that locally that you can build relationships with, okay? And the reason I put this as number one is because if you already kind of have a relationship with them, it's easy to send referrals. And so referrals within business are, easier to close because they already have the trust factor. Whenever someone wants to work with you or hire you, it's because that they trust you're going to be able to get the job done. And then most of the time, whenever they don't want to hire you, most of the time they just don't trust it or they don't need it. So if you're able to build those strategic relationships with, say, a different company that doesn't do what you do, but it goes with what they do. So for instance, say you build websites as, your marketing, it's not really marketing, but like smma is categorized in just like marketing stuff, but really it all just falls kind of under digital services in my eyes, right? So say they do like SEO and you do websites, and you just build that partnership with them, and then they will send you those. And what you want to do is say, hey, if you send me website leads, I will give you 10% of the leads that you close. If it's a monthly retainer, I'll do 10% ongoing, or if it's just a flat rate, whatever your service is. Normally website, right, it's going to be a flat rate. So I'll give you 10%, maybe even 20% of that for commission. So this goes to show also, like, how do you actually build these relationships and do it the right way? And the way that you do it the right way is by adding value first. So really, if you have some existing clients, this will be a lot easier that could use, say, that company's service, and you send them referrals first to show what type of relationship it's going to be, and that you're not just trying to suck from them. You want to be able to give value, or say that you could offer your services at a discount or for free to those people to build that relationship and partnership, so then they're going to send you referrals. All right, number two is to go to local networking events. And this is the most, this is so powerful. Like, even me, and I'm here with Chris, right? We worked together, and basically, like, we went to a networking event locally yesterday, right?
Yesterday morning.
Yeah, yesterday morning, right? We just went to it. We get leads from all kinds of places. We have a full sales team that does everything. We're like, hey, screw it. We're going to go to a network event, go there for 5 minutes and close the lead for LinkedIn automation and plus Google My Business, which equals out to about $2,000 for the upfront, and then ongoing retainer of about $1,200 per month. Boom. Why is that important, and why should you do it? It's because it's a trust game. Like, and plus we went to a networking event for business owners, so there was relevancy, and we had a service and an offering that a lot of people need, and we were connected with them. We built a relationship, because whenever you meet in person versus online, it's easier to build that trust and relationship, which is all sales and all business is. It's all about building that relationship and then being able to capitalize on that. So how can you find those? The one we went to specifically was a BNI. Those kind of events are like people pay to be in them, and you can only get invited into those. I got invited into it to come to the meeting, and so we went there. But there's lots of other free events where you don't have to pay and you don't have to specifically get invited. But I would try to find someone in a BNI close to you and join that, because there's so much value in joining that. It's going to be, it'll change your life, because BNI, the whole thing is about, it's a community where they send referrals to each other. And so whenever you get the sector in that BNI in your state, like in your city or whatever, because they normally have different cities, it locks out competition. So if you're the marketing agency in this BNI group, nobody else can come in there and become your competition. So how can you find other local ones for free? Go to meetup.com. There's like Everbright. Just meetup.com is really great. Go on there, look at your location, and find different events that are relevant to maybe the industries that you want to serve or just overall business events, and that is going to serve you well. Go there, come prepared with business cards, and just start slinging those cards, collecting cards, and then make sure to follow up. With networking events, it's about collecting cards and then doing the follow-up. Here's a perfect strategy for all of you guys to do that. Go there, get a lot of business cards. Some people you're going to meet and they're going to be interested right off the bat, but go in there, lead with value, get their business cards, try to set another meeting after the event with their business card, get maybe an in-person, talk a little bit more about the details, what you do, and then migrate into the sale. Don't go directly into that event and just like, you tell them what you do, don't get me wrong, and who you serve and why it's important and all that, but don't go directly in there and just start selling, because it's going to give you a bad stigma. People aren't going to trust you, and we're in the game of building relationships. Number 3 is going to be LinkedIn outreach, okay? So we close so many deals on LinkedIn every single day. We have 7 full-time sales guys right now that literally they close and set over 30 to 40 meetings every single week directly from LinkedIn. We do have an automated LinkedIn software that we built for internal reasons that it was doing so good for us that we started selling it as a package and a service. But you guys can do it manually. But for LinkedIn, what you need to do is you need to make sure, for number 1, that have a damn headshot, have a good looking profile, and your profile needs to be very clear on what it is that you do. I help blank by blank, right? Like literally that clear. Make sure you have a lot of information about yourself, because like I said just a minute ago, it's all about a trust game, and you want to be able to add authority to yourself. So don't have a crappy thing with you and the boys, whatever, drink it. I was just joking, but you know what I'm saying? Make it look professional and clean, because LinkedIn is a platform for doing business. So how are you going to stand out? By looking professional. One other thing that I would say with LinkedIn is to be really, really clear on who it is that you serve, and then connecting directly with those people. And then as well, have a website and have a company LinkedIn page set up. I'm not going to show you how to do that right now. Very easy. You guys are on YouTube, so you're resourceful. This is the roadmap to tell you exactly how to do it, like what to do, and you guys can easily figure out how to do it. And the next thing, so what's the strategy for direct reach out, right? Honestly, I might make another video about LinkedIn and what we use in the scripts, but this video I'm not. I'm just giving you rapid ways where you can land clients fast, give you the roadmap, figure out which one makes the most sense for you. But normally you have your connection message, which we automate all this with our software. Our team does, but you don't have to. Connect with the right people. Your connection message should be super clear and concise and genuine and all that good stuff, which pairs with why your profile should look good, because before they connect with you on LinkedIn, they're going to go check your profile. If you look, you know what I mean? They'll deny it. Once they connect with you, make sure to send a follow-up message. Just say, hey, I admire what you're doing in your space. My name is Elliot. I do a lot of digital marketing. This is kind of who I serve. I'd love to add you to my network. Bam, right? Send that, and then we normally send another follow-up and say, hey, John, I would love to see where there might be some synergy between us and how we can add each other value. Would you have time for a call soon, right? That's what all of our sales guys do. If they say yes, great. They get them on a discovery call, which that first call, sometimes we end up pitching them, but most of the time we don't, just because it's hard. Hard to pitch people on a one-time, especially for social media marketing services. So what we do is we do a discovery call. We talk, we collect their goals, build rapport, which is part of sales, right? Building that rapport and that relationship, not coming at them super strong and going to turn them off. And then what we do is we say, listen, John, after this, this is what we do. This is what you do. We definitely think that we can add a lot of value. We should, when is another good time next week or later this week for us to put our heads together and see what kind of things that we could do for you, right? On that call, obviously, you're going to explore options, talk about maybe how you could help, but you're not like, hey, this is the price, this is what we're going to do, unless you really get the feel of and you have something that you can just sling like that. Normally, we have to just explore the options, get them really interested in what we do, and say, hey, let's set another call. Let us put some stuff together. Within the second call is whenever we say, here's a pitch, here's what we have to offer, and then bam, they're like, yep, looks great. Send over the SOW, send over the proposal, and then we send that over. They either say normally yes or no. If they say no, our Dev is going to freaking call those people and, guilt them into purchasing.
Everyone's liking his cash flow hat. He got the cash flow and he has the nice little timepiece on.
Because that's just how we roll. And then you collect payment and close. So that's just how the whole sales process is for LinkedIn. Hope that added value. Let's move on to the next one. Number 4 is going to be finding businesses that don't have a Google listing set up. Okay. One way that you guys can do this is by just searching local businesses in your area, trying to find their website, say on Facebook and other different platforms. There is a way to actually find them. I just can't think of the URL right now. If I figure that out, I'll put it in the link in the description. But you can find local businesses on Yelp. Whoever's in your industry, this is really only works for local based businesses. So Google My Listing is like you register your business in Google. So whenever someone types in, for instance, say I type in dental practice near me or dental practice in Tampa, Florida, it's going to pop up there and it's going to show their name. Perfect way to find if they don't. You can sell that service. We actually do, and it's one of our most popular. We actually have a software now for that to automate the reoccurring of it and keep it optimized and keep them in the top listings on Google My Business, which is a way to get into a client early and capitalize on it, because normally if they don't have a Google My Listing, they have so many other things wrong. But what we normally do is we'll come in, hey, we'll do Google My Listing business, set that up for them. They're going to see the massive amount of results just from the Google My Google My Business listing. So that's a little plug for you guys if you're looking for services that they're going to buy other services from us. So figure out local businesses that don't have a Google My Business listing, and then go after them, whether you send them audits or you just call them or you just do direct reach out to that local business, go in there, and that's a good way to lead with it. Number 4 is going to be finding businesses that don't have a Google listing set up. Okay. One way that you guys can do this is by just searching local businesses in your area, trying to find their website, say on Facebook and other different platforms. There is a way to actually find them. I just can't think of the URL right now. If I figure that out, I'll put it in the link in the description. But you can find local businesses on Yelp. Whoever's in your industry, this is really only works for local based businesses. So Google My Listing is like you register your business in Google. So whenever someone types in, for instance, say I type in dental practice near me or dental practice in Tampa, Florida, it's going to pop up there and it's going to show their name. Perfect way to find if they don't. You can sell that service. We actually do, and it's one of our most popular. We actually have a software now for that to automate the reoccurring of it and keep it optimized and keep them in the top listings on Google My Business, which is a way to get into a client early and capitalize on it, because normally if they don't have a Google My Listing, they have so many other things wrong. But what we normally do is we'll come in, hey, we'll do Google My Listing business, set that up for them. They're going to see the massive amount of results just from the Google My Google My Business listing. So that's a little plug for you guys if you're looking for services that they're going to buy other services from us. So figure out local businesses that don't have a Google My Business listing, and then go after them, whether you send them audits or you just call them or you just do direct reach out to that local business, go in there, and that's a good way to lead with it. All right, number 5 is going to be Facebook Messenger direct outreach. So with Facebook, obviously you guys know, same thing for LinkedIn. Make yourself look professional. I don't really know how else to say that. If you guys I use social media is literally only business for me, right? I'm here to help people make an impact and grow my business. And so if you guys are really serious and you want to do the same, make sure that you do that. If you want your results to increase, make sure that you do that, because if not, it's going to be so much harder for you, promise. But find people that are in your niche and add them as friends on Facebook. And then one strategy I would use is as soon as you add them, don't go freaking message them right away. Say, hey, I have this digital marketing service. Would you like to buy? Let's get on a call. No, dude. That's where people have messed up. It's all about how do we build rapport with people and build the trust. And so normally add some people, go maybe Monday, you just add a bunch of people in the niche, right? And you go through and like their pictures, right? You like their stuff and engage. And then the next day you have a plan set out. Okay, I'm going to follow up with them and maybe add some value, or look at their website and send them an audit of hey, your website's not good. You're missing out on blank, blank, and blank. So you guys know your industry. So make sure that you know your industry and who you want to serve, because that's going to make it so much easier for you guys. And do that, and just reach out on direct message and then feel it out. Make sure to like lead with value, and then try to get them on the phone, which do a discovery call where you're just talking about them. You're asking them qualifying questions. You're asking them about their business. What are their goals? When did you start your business? Like, how are you? Make sure to laugh and like engage and build that relationship, and then eventually they're going to ask you what you do. Tell me about you. And so, I'll be like, yeah, my name's Elliot Drake. I'm a partner at Mission to Market. We're a full service digital agency, 43 employees. We've worked with everybody from Fortune 500s like Wells Fargo, all the way down to, local based businesses where we help them build automated lead generation systems. And that's my main business. But if I have a lead for my other business, which is landclients.com, where we help people build automated marketing funnels, and actually help them build course businesses. We also sell our own courses. That's going to be a whole different pitch and a different thing that'll open up, and then we'll talk about the possibilities and all that. And we're like, yeah, so John, I think that there is a lot of synergy and a lot of ways that we can help. I'd love to set up another call so we can do some research and figure out what might work. And then you set up another call, put together some stuff, and then pitch them. We always have found that works really great. Number 6 is going to be LinkedIn groups. Okay, so there's groups on LinkedIn for specific like niches and stuff. So if you know your niche, try to find some LinkedIn groups that you can join. And it's really important in there, don't be in there spammy. Like, don't go in there and immediately start selling. If you can't tell, this is a common theme. Don't be spammy. Add value. Send articles. Ads. Maybe you upload a YouTube video that gives value to that niche. Send that in there, right? Build that value and start adding value into those groups. And that's a great way to build the trust. And then you're going to organically get people to reach out if you're adding enough value and it's hitting on and solving the pain point that your industry has, which goes back to market research and all that good stuff. Okay. But yeah, join LinkedIn groups is a good way to land clients as well. And yeah, all right. And so number 7, which is the last one, is going to be audits. Okay. So we use audits where it's necessary, to be honest. Our sales guys have gotten good enough to where like we don't really have to send a massive amount of audits out. But for you, especially ones that are starting out, it is a great way to give value first, which that's why that's the last one, is because audits of like what they're doing now and how they could be better, and giving that away for free, utilizing that strategy as your way in the door is really, really powerful. And you guys can use that. There's lots of other things, like look up social media auditing automation on Google or whatever. There's different softwares that can actually automate that process. Or what we like to do, I use Soapbox, and I will just literally, I've gotten good at it. Some of you guys aren't good on video, so maybe you can just create some slides you send over. But I just literally just do a screen share with my face, and I'm like, hey, Mr. Business Owner, this is what I think we could do for you. This is what's going wrong. You don't have a Facebook pixel. You don't have a Google pixel. Hey, also you don't have a Google My Business listing, and this is why that is not good, etc. Right? Audits, adding value first. This has been Elliot Drake, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, you really should be. So make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. I always say post, it's stupid. I always upload every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next ones. Comment down below as well what kind of stuff you want to see. All right, so till the next one.